G'day Seagulls fans, welcome to Seagulls TV and our round 1 team selection video. The season kicks off on Sunday against Richmond at Burbank Oval at 2 p.m. and I'm joined as always by football manager Chris Dixon. Chris, everyone would be pretty excited, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's been a big summer for the boys, so they've been working pretty hard, and obviously practice games probably gives them a bit of a taste for it, but there's nothing like round 1 to get the heart pumping, I guess. So now we're all looking forward to being back at Burbank Oval first up, and hopefully we can kick off with a strong performance.
We'll get straight into the team selection now, and as we look at the back line, unfortunately no Tim Curry, Jack Johnston or Cameron Lockwood for round 1, but good to see so many premiership players still making up that back six.
Yeah, so a few of those you mentioned, they weren't too far off, so which is pleasing. So probably erred on the side of caution with a couple of those, but really expecting, especially I guess Tim and Cam and Jack as well, to be back in the frame really soon. So disappointed not out there round 1, but as you mentioned, we've still got a lot of that back six that played last year. So Fawkes, Dave Fay, Jack Charlton, Lee Masters, these sort of guys who can really fill the role down there for us.
And looking at the midfield, and a similar story, I guess, with 5 premiership players in there, and the likes of the Norm Goss medalist Michael Gibbons, with Ben Jolly, Ed Carr, and those regulars. Another really strong mix, and Brett Bewley there on the wing as well.
Yeah, I guess losing Mitch Banner and Adam Markon from that premiership midfield last year, it's going to create some opportunities. So looking to the likes of Brett Bewley to really step up, and he's been one who's performed really well throughout the pre-season. So I feel it's going to really energise the group with a couple of guys moving through the middle there, and hopefully it can give them a different dimension and a different mix this year.
The forward line now, you've got some great height down there in Sam Critchley, Ace Cordy and Aaron Sipos, all named down there to support our leading goal kicker of last year, Sam Donnell.
Yeah, once again, it's probably a bit of a different mix to what we had last year. Obviously losing Clouston, Ty, Gallucci as well, who got drafted to Carlton. So it's probably the line's probably had the most change over the pre-season, but we feel like we've brought in a couple of guys who can really hit the scoreboard in Ace Cordy, who we obviously know pretty well, and Aaron Sipos as well has been really lively throughout the pre-season. So once again, there are going to be a couple of spots up for grabs there, and looking forward to seeing who really cements that spot and who breaks out. Look, this time last year, Henry Gallucci had played 1 VFL senior game, so it just shows it doesn't take too much to really crack in and make a difference.
And looking at the interchange now, great to see so many up-and-coming Seagulls named there, but in particular Caleb Sullivan, who will come in for his VFL debut as 23rd man, and Liam Griffiths as well if he makes the final squad.
Yeah, and look, there's probably going to be some guys on that bench who are going to be really stiff when we finalise the team. So a lot of those guys are showing really good form throughout the pre-season, but unfortunately sort of 27 doesn't come into 23, unfortunately. So, but they'll get their opportunities throughout the year. Caleb Sullivan, you touched on. Yeah, really worked hard. We didn't see we saw one half of footy from him last year. He had a lot of injury problems and didn't get on the park, but he's been one who worked really hard over the off-season. Played last week in our final practice game against Sandringham, really impressed. So he's one who will no doubt take his opportunity, and yeah, it's a great reward for him going through all his rehab last year, and he's worked really hard to get to the point where he's now, so looking forward to seeing him step out there at senior level for the first time.
And so we'll look at our opponents, Richmond now, and it's a new look outfit, isn't it? And they look to have recruited a pretty strong VFL contingent over the off-season. Yeah,
they've done really well, the Tigers, so brought in some really quality state league players. Jacob Ballard, who played over in Perth and for Freo and was one of the real ball magnets and clearance magnets over there in the waffle. Tom Couch has been a very good player at this level. Sam Darley, and then also Tom Langford from Port Melbourne. So those 4 really headline their probably arrivals, and really 4 quality guys who have proven themselves at state league levels. So let alone they've got some real talent on their AFL list as well. So it's going to be a really good test for us first up.
Well, you mentioned the talent on the AFL list, and there could be a familiar face out there for Seagulls players and fans alike, with Adam Markon potentially lining up against us for the first time in Richmond colours.
Yeah, it's funny how it works. I'm sure he probably wouldn't be too happy coming in round 1, so I'm sure there'll be a fair bit of banter and a few of our boys trying to get into him and rough him up a bit. But look, he's a really dangerous player more than anything. We put a fair bit of time for him when he's running around for the Northern Blues, so it's one we've got to, knowing him and what he does, I think we've got a bit of inside knowledge about how to stop him, but really dangerous player at this level. Look, last week he had 25 touches and 8 clearances in their last practice game, so we're certainly well aware of what he can do on a footy field. So if we stop him, we go a long way to winning the game, I reckon.
And just one final one on the Tigers, their forward line largely, I suppose Liam McBean has been probably their most prominent goal kicker in the VFL over the last couple of years. He'll be one guy you'd be hoping the likes of key defenders Peter Fawkes and David Fay will be able to try and curtail.
Yeah, and it probably won't rest to just one. We'll probably look to rotate a few guys through the back line there. So they will have a few different avenues to goal. We've seen sort of a couple of their young ruckmen. Charles, the young kid who they brought in, he's got a real leap on him and can take a real big grab up the front half, and some real dangerous smaller types as well. So it's not just McBean. He's obviously kicked a lot of goals, as you said, but we've got to make sure that we're covering off all of their threats up forward, and feel that we're sort of our backline can hopefully do the job there.
And just to close, guys, obviously the game is at 2 p.m. there at Burbank Oval on Sunday. We've also got a President's Luncheon running from 12 o'clock. Guest speakers, General Manager of Football at Richmond, Dan Richardson, and also Kane Lambert, another ex-Seagull who's carving it up in the AFL at the moment, so it'd be great to hear from him. So if you'd like to come along to that, it's $60 a ticket, and they can be purchased either online or by calling the club on 9391 0309. We'll also have plenty of membership stalls and merchandise available at the ground, so if you haven't already picked up your 2016 Seagulls membership, certainly get along and grab that, and we'd love your support. And as well as the free kids activity zone will also be operating throughout the day. But Chris, that'll do us for our first team selection video of the year. Best of luck, and let's see how we go out there in round one.
It's great to be back. Let's bring it on.